This camera is not good. Hey, Money Maniacs. I'm just testing things out here. Trying to figure out all the buttons and such. So I can do this for real sometime. My wife's texting me. It's not a test if you do it every day. I know, love. I'm just trying to figure it out. I gotta get the camera right. Still is too close. I don't like how close it is. This problem is this camera doesn't clip to the top of the monitor. It just sits up there. Slides around. Oh yeah, I'm gonna keep messing around with it. I just gotta get a different camera, I think. What is share screen? Let's see what that does. Oh, okay, it gives me the option to share multiple screens. Let's try this. So is it sharing it? Oh yeah, there it goes. It's a little behind. Stop screen. Probably not gonna be anything fancy. Hello, Tennessee Stacker. It is sharing, okay. I'm just trying this out, trying to get it all figured out. I don't have anyone online like Found It Buried who would join. Oh, I just look like Trump trying to drink water. I was trying to cover the beer label. How's it look, wife? My wife's watching. I need a better camera, huh? Yeah, I could put you up there, Money. Like I said, I won't be on for long. John Francis, welcome. Just trying to test this out. Oh, there you go. Yeah, it feels too close. I don't like it. So I'll probably do it maybe, I don't know, another 5-10 minutes while I mess around with stuff. What's up, buddy? Okay, see now there's a second person. You look frozen. But now that helps me. There we go. I can back off myself. You had a pretty good night the other night for your auction. Oh, you totally froze up now.
While I'm sitting here.
Oh. There you are. I'm gonna keep messing around with settings. I didn't know you could do that from your phone. Oh, you know what? Actually, I did, because Real Giveaway Guy does it from his phone sometimes. I'm gonna just leave her running here while I mess with things. What are you doing out there in the car? Too much. Yeah, I think it's freezing up pretty good. I wish there was a way to practice with the program. Oh, I got you on here twice. Way to practice with the program without actually going live. See, I wish I could see who's viewing the stream here so I know who's actually here. So I know who to talk to. Oh, that's how you do that. Okay. That's alright, money. Again, it's not a real stream. I'm just trying to figure things out. So that's how you guys do that. Oh, I see. I didn't know that. So you just do it private, that I can mess around with it. But it seems like I need somebody else in here for me to be able to mess with these screens down here. Heck. Mrs. Stacula, if you're still here, can you type something in the chat so I can tag you, please? Maybe she's hiding. She's at work. Seems like most of the people in the community get on in like another hour. I probably won't be doing that then. Oh, there she is. Yeah, she can't. She can't. Well, I guess at home we could, but right now she's at work. There she is. So she can't get to streaming. She works on a job where she cannot be doing that. Hello, Doreen. Gonna reiterate, this is just a quick, I'm just testing. I mean, unless a bunch of people show up, I'm just trying to figure out how to use the StreamYards. And figure out my lighting. I really just need a different camera. It's all good, love. I just was seeing if you were still here. That's my lovely wife there. Doing a coin history lesson. Cool. On what? On which coin? This camera, man. Go to sleep, son. One of the boys is dreaming aloud. I can also, Kaylee, I can see your picture now over there. It's not just a purple. Very cool. Yeah, there are things I didn't even know existed. I was watching a lot of metal detecting videos, which is really what started everything. And like I didn't know they had 2-cent pieces back in the day. Remember, they were super stoked to pull it out. I'm like, what even is that? 2-cent piece. Let's see here. All right, let's see if I can figure this out here. Share screen. Oh, wrong screen. Dang it. There we go. So yeah, the 2-cent piece. I didn't know it was a thing. 1864 to 1873. Is that the full year range? 2-cent. 2-cent piece. Years. Oh yeah. 1864 to 1872 and collectors in 1873, so it didn't last very long. Awesome, Money Maniacs. Yeah, I'd love to see it, man. I don't know much about the history. I just, like I said, I saw it on a metal detecting video one time. I don't know if my town is even old enough. Yeah, that's a possibility of a find here. However, all of downtown is just paved. Everything's paved these days. What used to be dirt roads, I mean, everything is paved downtown. There's hardly any unpaved land. A little bit in front of the courthouse. A little bit in front of the library. And that's about it. Everything else is covered over. But I was talking to a guy who I went metal detecting with on Saturday, and we're thinking about doing some curb strip hunting. I found an old part of town. There are a lot of older houses and a lot of curb strips. Yeah, I will, Money. I will try to check. Oh, you know what? No, I picked up a closing shift, so I won't even be home until 9:30 Pacific time. I was supposed to work 9 to 6. Somebody had a funeral in the family tomorrow, and so I traded him shifts. But yeah, the older coins, I think we might be able to find them out there. It's just, I mean, there's an old school there that's all run down, a lot of big old houses, and a lot of curb strips along the way. I mean, not to mention, door knocking and getting permissions, but yeah, I can watch it afterward. But I was just talking to him about it the other day, and I think we might do that. I was going to film our metal detecting video this weekend, and I'm glad I didn't, because I got skunked. No, I got a juice lid, so not exactly skunked, but he found 13 cents. But I do want to get out there. That's what I want to do with the channel, besides the silver stacking, which is, clearly what I mostly do. In the spring and summer, I want to get out there with a metal detector and do some gold prospecting videos too. We have a creek, what is it, about 20 miles from here, and it's on the beach, and so there's beach gold. It's so fine though. Recovery is a pain in the ass, but that's somewhere I want to take this channel also. I don't just want to be, showing my silver winnings or, I want to be able to present other data or other videos like us going out to the beach. He's been doing good on the beach. I sold him my old detector. I gave him a pretty good deal on it, and he's been hitting the beaches. He's found, a few weeks ago, he's like, I just want to find a quarter. And then I got another message from him about, 4 or 5 days later. He's like, oh, I found 2 quarters. I'm like, awesome, man. It's so cool. And he found a couple pocket knives and like this really sharp, like pig sticker knife. And like a 1970s Hot Wheels. Anyways, he's in love with the metal detector I sold him, and that's good. And I'm glad because I couldn't use it. Kaylee and I went down to the beach, and it would detect in the dry sand, but it wasn't good enough to detect in the wet sand on the lower level where the black sand is, which is magnetic. And that's where you find the gold when you're prospecting for gold, or panning or sluicing. All your gold's going to be in that black sand. Well, it's magnetic. And so as soon as I got down to the wet sand, it was just falsing everywhere. It was telling me there was something. I'd dig a foot and a half into the sand, and there's just nothing. It's just detecting that black sand. But he thought it was really cool. He's like, no, I love that, because he's really into the gold hunting part of it. So he's stoked that it could find in black sands. But good for him. I'm glad he likes it. Not for me. I bought an Equinox 800 instead. It'll do the work in the wet sand. I took it out with him last weekend. Like I said, I got skunked, but his coil is a lot smaller than mine. And so I usually use a pinpointer. Well, the one I bought with the detector that I sold him is failing me. I actually have this return slip. I sent them a message. I'm like, hey man, this doesn't work. And they're valued at like $130 if you're just to buy the Garrett Carrot, the orange Garrett pinpointer. And mine broke after like the third time. It just, you turn it on and it just beeps constantly, doesn't work. But my coil is quite a bit bigger. Actually, this, stand by, this is the size of the coil I have on mine. So when you detect over the ground, there's this much area that it could be covering. I don't know how many. I probably dug 8 or 10 targets on Saturday and found nothing just because I couldn't pinpoint it in this area. So that sucked. Getting down on my knees, digging, people looking at me, and to come up with nothing. So that sucked. So I can't wait to get my new pinpointer. And probably 30 minutes. All right, money. I may come back. I may still be on. The thing is, though, if I want to take a break, there's nobody else in the stream to take over while I'm gone. So if I were to pause it right now to go use the restroom, everybody be looking at nothing. Oh, that's awesome. Thanks, Doreen. Yeah, that all will count towards my view time. I have a long way to go, though. I'm only at 250 subscribers. I need to get to 1,000 subs with 4,000 hours viewed to get monetized. So I'm a quarter of the way there. I've only been doing it a couple months. I pushed pretty hard with my first giveaway. I joined a lot of streams and channels and pushing to get viewers. I just feel it's going to take quite a while to get to 1,000. But yeah, if you leave it on, that's cool. That's still going to count towards my hours. And it's a 12-month cycle. So anything viewed in the 12 months will go towards that. So I appreciate it. Have a good night. Again, money. Yeah, if you come back in 30 minutes, that's only 10 o'clock, and I don't have to work till noon, so maybe I'll still be on. Oh, I'm still sharing that. Now I don't even know how to unshare that. Oh my goodness. There you go. There's my wife. Look at her. Look at her. You little cutie. Alright, Money. I'll catch you a little bit. Alright, she's gotta turn off her phone. Work's hopping. She oversees quite a few people. So, and they're up whenever they're up. So, all right, love. Go ahead and turn your phone off, and I will see you back later. Message me if you're back online. You're gonna watch after? Okay. Love you. We'll see. It may only last another couple minutes. I am gonna take a break here in just a second. I gotta use the restroom. I wasn't expecting for any of the 6 of you to show up, so I will pause it and I will be back in just a moment. Let's see if I can't. If I stop my camera, can you guys still read this? Oh no, it's too small. There we go. I'll put it on that. All right, guys. I'll be back in just a minute. All right, we got some for you still here. Let me email George real quick. See if I can't get him on here. So let me figure out my email. George. Well, that doesn't seem to be happening. Sent. Here we go. George. Excuse me. Reply. Alright, George, I'm on now. welcome to join. If he even gets his emails, I don't know. He's kind of old. Let's see here. Well, since we're doing silver stuffs, let me look. Oh, if any of you don't know, you can get free fractional gold. The gold backs, the one Utah gold back. It's 1/1000th of an ounce. It's the just. Oh, dropped it. Actually, let me get that other screen off there. 1/1000th of an ounce, somewhere in here. I don't know if they thinned it out across the whole damn thing or what, but they're trying to use it as legitimate currency in Utah. I don't know how it works. I've been to Utah once for 2 days. Let's keep going here. See if George shows up. This is my only poured piece. It comes from Reckless Metals. It's 2 ounces, Troy, and he hammered and antiqued it. This is where I need that better camera. So this is wanted, reward, dead or alive. 2 ounce Troy, and he antiqued it. I bought it off of eBay. That's the only thing I've ever bought off of eBay. 2 Troy ounce, 3 nines fine silver, Reckless Metals. And I really dig it. And I want to start pouring my own stuff too. But that will come in time because I need to be able to buy the smelting equipment. 2 people left. You guys are troopers. If it ends up on 0, that's fine. I'll just watch some TV and go to bed. Since this was not planned, not advertised, nobody else is here. If anyone does want to join the stream, there is the StreamYard. Let's see what else I have here. I'll just do this until people show up or everyone leaves. Jesus. So I have a few bars. The first thing I bought was the JM Bullion. I use that now to hold my junk or constitutional silver. Thanks, money. Money's still here. And I got the 10 ounces at spot. They don't tell you, it's at spot if you use a check. The Buffalo rounds. So I think was that my very first purchase? I gotta figure out how to use this camera. Got those 10 ounces. And man, that's when I first really got into it. When I saw just how bright, how shiny, how white silver is, I really got into it. My first biggest one was, or not biggest, but most impressive. The one I show off the most is the first ASE I got, 2013. I mean, it's just gorgeous. I love it. I don't know how many times I pulled it out and looked at it. That was my first one. I have a couple now. I have a couple of the Canadian Maple Leafs. Gold. When it comes to gold, so I bought this first one. I was gonna give it to my wife as a gift. She wasn't that interested, but it's whatever, right? If I give it to her, keep it myself. It's still both of ours. The Cowboy. 1 grammer. So for this, I paid a little bit of a premium and shipping. It ended up being like $56 or $57 for that 1 gram. And then, I don't know, a couple weeks later, I ended up going to my local gold buyer. This story is in a previous video if you've seen them. I took this in. It's just a Simmons 1 ounce bar. I couldn't find any information on it, Simmons. Gosh dang it, let me get that ad out of here. Took in this Simmons bar. Asked him if he knew anything about it. I couldn't find any info on it. He's like, oh yeah, it's just a generic 1 ounce bar. And I said, oh, well, you know, how much would you pay for that? And he said, spot. And I kept telling him, you know, I understand about premiums and he's got to make money. And I asked if he had something that would fit better in my tube because it's a little long. So he pulled this little guy out. And this was something I had never seen. It's a 1 ounce, a little 1 ounce bar. It's like trapezoidal shaped, if that's a word. But it's from USVI, or United States Virgin Islands Ingot Company, 1981. I'm like, hey, that's pretty cool. I've never seen one. He said, neither have I, and he's been in the business for a long time. And I said, well, how much is it? You know, again, this has been, I had a video on this, and he just said, well, I'd sell it to you for spot. So I tried to trade him straight across, and he goes, you know what, I'll give you a better deal. And he said, you just keep that one. So he just gave me a free ounce of silver, and I said, oh, that's pretty awesome, man. Thanks. And do you have any fractional gold? And he said, yeah, I have one. And he brought this out here. It's a 1 gram carat bar. Gold bar. Yes, camera. And I said, whoa, how much for that? And he looked up the spot of gold real quick, and it was like $47.60 or something like that, and this goes $47. So I got that. My second piece of gold was under spot, so that's pretty cool. I was very happy about that. Let's see what else we have. Oh yeah, this here. So ever since I've been watching these videos, I've been watching the change drawer at work, and I saw the 2019 quarters, and so I read about them. You know, there was only, was it 2 million from each? There were 5 designs, 2 million of each from the West Point Mint, and I opened our quarter jar. We have a half-gallon Jack Daniels bottle. We put quarters in, and I freaking found one. Let's see if we can show the W. It's not gonna focus on that W, but I've been looking ever since. Oh, there it is a little bit. My wife and I have been searching quarter rolls. Haven't found another one, but the 2020 West Point Mint quarters are coming out, and they're gonna have a privy mark that says, I believe, V75 on them. So we'll be watching for those when they come out. Thanks, money. I'm trying to just share what I can. I don't have a whole lot of knowledge. I haven't been doing it very long, but I do like it. I enjoy it very much. Oh, coin spill. I'll get that over here. So, and my wife's been watching with me, EVG and such. Where'd that other one go? Oh, there it is. And we both get into it. She likes to watch EVG with me now. She's even bought her, her own rolls, and she's won a few copper rounds from him. I think it was 3 weeks ago. I bought 10 rolls, but I bought them early, so I spent, was it $45 or something? But I got 11 rolls total. So I got 11 entries into his giveaway at the end. Actually, I won this one. I won this one like 2 weeks before. That's my first 5 ounce bar. I won that from him, and then was it 2 or 3 weeks later? Was it his stream 44 and 47? And we were super excited, my wife and I both, about this one. I won again. I didn't even know it because he stays up so late, and I usually work Fridays. I had 11 entries into his stream, and he had 256 entries total. My wife was 4 or 5 of them, and I freaking won again, which I was stoked because every time I buy 5 or 10 rolls, and I'm like, oh, cool, here's my chance. And then somebody else buys a whole box. Now they've got 50 rolls or 2 boxes. Two people buy a whole box. And it's like, shit, my 10 rolls is nothing against those guys' 200 entries. But yeah, I won again, and I was very excited about that. I didn't even know until 2 or 3 nights ago, and I was on a stream. Was it George's stream? And EVG hopped in, and he's like, I'm talking about him and his channel and my 5-ounce bar, and he's like, you won again. Like, what? Are you sure? And he's like, yeah, I think so. And he's like, I'll be right back. Or was that my stream? It might have been my stream. And he came back and he's like, yeah, here's what you won. He sent a link. It's a 5-ounce round. What did it have? Like an eagle on one side? I don't know, but it was awesome. I didn't even know I won it again. And so shit, that's like another $95 worth of silver for what did I pay? 40 or 45. Even if we add in my wife's 5 rounds at 20 or $25, still that's an extra $30 worth of silver. So that was pretty cool, I thought. Let's see here. So let me separate some of these out real quick. 68, 69, 64. I'll show you some of the junk silver or constitutional silver I've won from him. And this is one of my favorite things, is this constitutional silver, guys. It's, 40 or 90%, which I'm sure most all of you know. So it's not a whole lot, but still, I don't have any local coin shops where I live. I live on the southern Oregon coast. It's a small town, nothing around here. I don't have any opportunities to buy constitutional silver in these small amounts. Like, I would really love to buy a tube of dimes, but I don't have the opportunity here. Just can't be done. I think the closest local coin shop is about an hour's drive north on the highway, and then I don't even know what their prices are. I'm sure they charge way too much. If I went to one of the local pawn shops, I'm sure they have some, but from what I've seen, the pawn shop prices are ridiculous. What they charge, like $3, $4, $5 over spot. Get out of here. I've also read people who, when they're like, "Oh, that's way over spot," like once you start spitting some actual knowledge on them, they just kind of back away. They don't push the sale. They aren't even interested anymore if you don't want to pay over by that much. So, all right, here, let's see if I can get this camera to work. And it's stuck on my light. All right, here we go. Okay, stand by. Oh, it's giving some interference through my headset. All right, so this top, here, that right there is a 1964 quarter that I'm trying to turn into a ring for my wife. Got her flattened down pretty good. That's the thickness. Here is another 64. Show you the difference. So on the bottom is what it started out as, and the top is after I spent an hour just tapping it with a tiny little hammer and working it down. I just can't figure out how to get the metal out of there. Like maybe a Dremel tool. I used a file, but that's why it has the sharp edges there on the left and right. My file was triangular, and it was a pain in the ass. It took a long time. So with 40 percenters, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. I've won 11. Back this up a little more. 40 percenters with the EVG. The 2 quarters, both of these here, I found in change. I work in retail, so I found those. You hear it as soon as somebody hands it to you. You hear the silver, or when you drop it. I mean, you just can hear it. It's totally different. And then with my 90 percenters, I have. Hey, Dan Hurd. Welcome, brother. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. Hey, Rosa, sorry. And I think Kaylee might be working. She was here, but she had to attend work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I got the 8 90%ers. 2 Benjis right here. 54 and a 63. And then my favorites are the Walkers. I mean, they're a lot older, but that's not my favorite reason. It's just the design. It's just so much cooler. You don't see anything like that anymore. SMK there. Ooh, I don't know who that guy is. What do I have? EVG. Spectacular. Silver. Stacular. Some of the stickers I have there. And then I've got a couple of Klesh's guitar picks. And I'm a member of the GPAA. So that's the silver I've got going on right now. Try to get this camera set back up without knocking my monitor over. There we go. That'll be good. Oh, no, it's a little short. Thanks for coming in, Rosa. It actually wasn't supposed to be a full video. I was just messing around, testing with StreamYards, and people started showing up. Money Maniacs came in. He tried to join for a little bit. Weird. Other people. Tennessee State. Francis. She's Money Maniacs a bit. And we will see if he does. So it could end at any moment. Just to let you guys know. Put all this constitutional back in here. Again, it's my favorite. These silver half dollars. Just love them. You carry on with your night. You have a good night. I probably won't be on much longer. I just don't have much to talk about. I emailed George to try to get him in here. So there's another. It's my. I think he's a couple hours ahead. He might be sleeping or hunting a moose. He's. Bots. I mean, YouTube bots. But I don't think it matters. Awesome. Oh, is it this? Sometimes happens. And I just hit a button. I don't know what that means. Do you hear me now? Awesome. Yeah, it falls out a little bit. Again, I've showed this before. I have the boom mic. It just sucks. Every time I try to talk into it, it's so quiet. Hey, Kim. So, yeah, let me know if my headset's not working because it just kind of rattles itself out. And to Kim, I will tell you, as I've told everyone, I've said it 7 times, this was just supposed to be a test, but people started showing up. So I'm just trying to learn how to use Streamlabs right now is what I'm doing. I did invite George, Found It Buried, to the channel through email. He has not responded. That way we can get some back and forth talking instead of just me. I showed off a little bit of my silver. See if there's anything I haven't showed off. My only 2 pieces of gold. Night Rose, thank you for stopping by. Let me check here. Go through this little little box I have. I just love the sound of silver bouncing off more silver. Oh, Rosa. Speaking of Rosa, this right here is my one and only Mexican Libertad. It's got the... No, welcome back, love. My only Libertad. It's a 1985. I don't remember what year I had, but she needed it for her collection, so she traded me. It's got the old design on it, and I didn't actually realize there were... God, the glare. I didn't realize there were two different designs. I do want the new one. So that's my only Libertad, but I really do like it. This is one of my maple leaves here. Another good design. Oh, that's right. They don't flip like American coins. And these are 4.9s fine. They're not 3.9s. They're 4. So they're a little bit more pure. The furthest away coin I have, or government-backed coin, is my Australian Kangaroo, and it also is 4.9s fine. Right there at the bottom. Yeah, I'm using your bandana, love. I can't find mine. I had my camouflage one last night and the night before. I don't know where it went. But what's yours is mine, right? Is that how it works? I stole your bandana, you stole my sweatpants. It's just what we do. So, yeah. Dig that. You stole my bandana. I sure did. Anyone just joining, that's my wife. She's at work. I'm sitting here. Good, put your silver in my envelope. Oh, so here's the thing, love. Your envelope, it's empty. I don't understand what happened. There's nothing in your envelope anymore. It's all in my box. I don't get it. So, I mean, it's super empty. Sorry. Rude. I'll show you, rude. But, there we go. Actually, what happened is I dumped it all out and I put your constitutional in the big bag. And your copper rounds. And anything you win from here on out, I'm just going to wait until you forget about it and then just pour it into my box. Let me try George one more time. If I can't get him in here, I think I'll be logging out, because I don't know what else to talk about. George. Get on right meow. Get on meow. He's going to be like, what? Then I'll have to tell him about the movie Super Trooper. It's going to be a big deal, but I don't care. Get on meow. So we'll see if George gets on. I don't think he will. EBG's not even going to probably awake for another half hour. He commented on my video last night, which was like 2 minutes long. I'm just trying to figure this whole program out. Nice, she says. So I figured out how to do that. Oh, so that's how I share a screen. Again, this is just for me learning, guys. I do appreciate anyone who's watching, though, right? I'm up to 50 minutes with people watching. That'll count towards my view time. Let's see here. So yeah, I guess that's basically going to be it for now. It's 10:30. I don't work until noon, but I probably won't be up that much longer. Unless George emails me, I'm probably done for the night. But if George doesn't, Rednecks calling out scammers. Yeah, that is a good thing. Actually, I was on Facebook yesterday. Someone was trying to sell 20 1 ounce at Mex bars, and someone instantly called him out. And at first I'm like, this guy's a dick. I'm like, what are you talking? Why are you saying it's not real? And so I messaged him in the chat. I'm like, hey man, how do you know? Or on the stream, I said, how do you know they're fake? And then he ended up posting a bunch of pictures of real ones versus the ones the other guy was selling, and he owned a pawn shop for like 20 years, so he does have the experience. And then I told him, I don't actually ever buy off of here, because he was, telling everyone, hey, be careful who you buy from. I said, I just buy from my local gold and silver dealer. And he's like, oh, I owned a pawn shop. He's like, I'll sell it to you, anything to you at spot. He's like, if you buy, what do you say, 10 ounces, I'll give you 10% below spot. Anything over 20 ounces, I'll sell it to you for 25% under spot. I'm like, man, that's a really good deal. So I added him as a friend. Not that I can afford to just buy 25 ounces, but just to have somebody like that is pretty cool. Somebody who can recognize real stuff. Because a lot of those people on the Facebook sites are full of shit. Hey, Metal Detecting NC. And a lot of them, guys, if you are on the Facebook and somebody will only sell through like Venmo or PayPal, friends and family, that's something to be wary of, because that is not recoverable. If they sell it as friends and family only, you cannot get your money back. If they sell as goods and services, then you can. They have to pay the PayPal fee for goods and services, but if you offer to pay them the extra, $1.50 for the goods and services fee, and they still decline because they want it friends and family, don't do it. It's just not. There's so many scammers out there. People selling bars off of Wish, that are silver plated, worth about 13 cents. So just don't. Venmo and PayPal friends and family, those are the first signs. Like, I'm probably part of 5 or 6 silver and gold groups. There are a lot. Yeah. Also, if people can vouch for them, or if you look at their site, they're like, oh yeah, I'll sell it to you for spot or 20 cents under per ounce. Look at their page. If they have one picture and like 2 friends, don't do it. It's not worth it. You're gonna lose your money, and there's nothing Facebook will do about it, or PayPal, or anybody. So just pay attention to what's going on. Yeah, metal detecting. That's what I'm saying. I don't either. And I don't know if you were just here for the conversation. I don't either, and I mentioned that to the guy I was talking to online, who was calling out somebody selling some bullshit bars. They weren't real. 20 ounces. He wasn't even selling them. He wanted to trade for 2 10-ounce bars. So he wasn't even trying to get money. He was just trying to get your silver. But he owned a pawn shop for, like I said, 20 years, and he said he'd sell it under spot. But he's the only person I've actually ever considered it from. And now I just met him yesterday, and I added him as a friend. But he has a lot of sales on his page. Everybody seems to be pleased. But most of those people on there, I don't trust them. I won't do it. If they have like, one picture and 2 friends, and they just joined Facebook last month, and they're trying to sell you something, it's not going to happen. I'm not doing it. I like to watch, though. I just joined a group. Yeah, red flag. Let me see what this group's called real quick here. Pull up my Facebook. I'm sure it'll be here because it's always in my Facebook. Stand by. Of course it's not here now. Usually every 3rd post is from this group. Well, it's a new group. They just started. Come on here. Of course, any other time, it's every 3rd post. So what they do is they do raffles, and say they have an American Silver Eagle. It's worth about what, $21, and they'll do. Go to the groups tab. My wife says groups. Hey, look at you knowing what the hell I'm supposed to be doing. Let me find him here. I didn't even know that was a tab, love. All right, groups. Yeah, NC for sure. Man, I still can't find. Did they kick me out or something? I can't believe I can't find this. This should have been right meow. Man, maybe they did kick me out or they got blocked. Anyways, they do raffles. They call them waffles because you can't put raffle on Facebook or it gets flagged and you get deleted. Welcome back, money. So they call them waffles, and they're like, oh, Monday Night Waffle. But, Jesus. God, maybe I did get... I shouldn't have got kicked out. I didn't say anything bad. I didn't say anything at all. Maybe that's why I got kicked out. Well, I would have loved to show you the group. Oh, here it is. Oh, they changed the name. So, this is the new name. Silver and Gold Bullion Olympics. And this is what they do. So here's a President Donald J. Trump 1 ounce round. So it's 1 ounce, right? Worth, the $17.50 or any kind of numismatic value for a Donald Trump round. But this is what they do. So they're selling 10 spots at $3.50 each or 2 for $6. So they're making their money right away, right? If everybody spends $3.50, that's a $35 ounce. And everybody has a chance though. So they have 10 spots at $3.50. So if you spend $3.50, you have a 10% chance at winning a silver ounce. Yeah, Kim. Exactly. But this group right here, it seems legit. I think it was a gold and silver Olympics. Silver and Gold Bullion Olympics is what they've changed their name to. Private group. But that's just what they do. Look, 20 entries at $9 a piece for 1 gram of gold, 1 gram of platinum. Well, I can't figure this out. So for $9, you could win a 1 gram gold, 1 gram platinum. So it's kind of fun. I haven't participated in any of that, but it seems legit. Everyone seems happy with everyone in there. They're pretty on top of people who are trying to scam and whatnot. I got you, money. Stand by.
From day to day.
There you are.
Hello.
Welcome in.
How you doing?
Doing all right. Just trying to figure this whole thing out.
Do you know about how to get your pop-out chat off of YouTube and put it on StreamYard?
I have it. I have it off to the right. Yep. Okay. I have three monitors. Welcome, Terry. It's on my right-hand monitor, so I'm trying to keep up with that. It's a little bit quicker than StreamYard's chat.
Yeah, that's what I always do when I get on a panel. That's what I'm in the process of doing right now.
Yeah.
Is popping out the chat. No, yeah, I've been doing my research all week, and my first live stream, I'm going to go live tomorrow. It's not going to be on StreamYard. It's just going to be a live stream. I'm going to do a StreamYard once a week on my channel every Tuesday night. Probably not tomorrow night. I'll probably start that next week. Every Tuesday night, we'll just do a chit-chat and hang out for a couple hours. And then that'll be it. I'll do that once a week. And then I'm going to be doing getting back to the basics with history and things of that nature. And I'm going to start from 1792, the coinage act, till 2020.
Right on.
With every coin, gold, silver, copper, that the mint has ever made.
Right on. That'll be fun to watch. I like the history of coins. That's another thing that got me into it. Was seeing about the history. Like I said, I didn't know about that 2-cent piece even. When I found out, I was like, like a little kid.
So what other ones don't you know about? Or which ones do you know about?
I don't know, or I would tell you.
Okay, you know about the half cent.
You mentioned a half cent. did not know. Did we have a large cent, or did that come over from Europe?
Large cent came from overseas.
Yeah, okay. I've seen people
The
post them.
cent, but we do have large cent because before the Civil War, they had cents that were larger. But then because copper and everything started becoming more costly for the U.S. back then, we had to make them smaller. So yes, we
Okay.
do actually have large cents, and we nowadays we call those large cents. Before we didn't. So
Right.
yes, actually do have large cents. Um, I'll be doing the history on trimes, which are 3 cents
I
coins.
saw those too. Yep.
I'll be doing the history on the 20-cent coins, which are not very popular, just
I,
because they weren't around for very, very long. I think those are very small mirror window there. I'll be doing the half Disney, or we know as a nickel, a half dime, 50 cent. I'll be doing the $2.50 gold. I'll be doing the $5 gold, the $10 gold, the $20 gold. Uh, but like I said, I want to start from 1792, and every stream it's going to be that title of the stream. Like my first one's going to say probably 1792 coinage act. I'll get into a little bit of history right in the beginning of that one. Then I'm going to get into the history of the dollar coin. The next one will be the 50 cent, and then
okay.
I'm going to take it from all the way down to the half cent, starting at
So
the dollar.
when you're say you're doing $half, are you gonna break down each design?
Yep,
And
I'm going to start back when they were known as 50 cents or half dollars. Actually, they weren't known as half dollars. They were known as you can see, I've been researching more on dollars than half dollars. They were known as 50-cent pieces. That's where we get that terminology from. But people just don't understand that showed up in 1802.
okay. Yeah, no, I'm digging it. I love the old coins. I love seeing new ones. Barbers
Now,
or walkers.
now, granted, I don't have all these old coins
Right.
or these gold coins. I wish I did. So I'm improvising. I'll have coins out with what I do have. I do have some old coins.
Yeah.
Now the currency. Then I'm going to start doing the history of the currency. That's a completely different ball game
Hmm.
because before the Civil War, back then, and
Whoa.
between like 1800s to um, yeah, let's say 18. Well, let's say the War of 1812 to 1850s. Every town, every city, every state basically made their own
Right.
currency, and that was what we know as obsolete notes. There's so many of them out there that I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to break that one down with the
Oh
currency
yeah.
with the 1 to 5, because
Well,
I might
that's
just have to go from state to state. I might just
like
have to
Utah.
start it like yeah,
This.
like now they're doing the 1,000th. They're doing the
Yeah. The
1,000th.
gold medals.
And I don't even know where to get one. I just like to have one of those and
Oh,
just put it up.
Google it. They're free.
Oh, okay.
The
Oh,
first one's
okay.
free. They're like drug dealers. The first one's free. Tell your friends.
But yeah, that's so that we're gonna be doing that. What else? What else we got going on new here? Basically, it's just been a lot of research, so I
Yeah.
actually know what the hell I'm talking about. And
Yeah.
a lot of it, I found out it's not even. Don't mind the noise in the background in the kitchen. Both of my kids just decide they want to go in there and make noise all of a sudden. But no, a lot of it's not even on Google. You gotta I literally had to get my old encyclopedia out for some of this stuff and actually go through it, and
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Yeah. There's a lot of
Sometimes
stuff.
people don't know everything.
Yeah. That's what I had to do with the. Let's see if I have it sealed in here. No, so I had the Rosa donated the Canadian dime for the giveaway. I had to Google it just to see they're 80% silver. Was it 80% and 20% copper? I didn't know the actual percentage, but um, yeah, you're gonna get into some stuff with silver certificates and whatnot, and man,
Oh
that can
yeah,
take.
I'm getting into the Confederate. I'm getting into the fractional currency of the 5 cent, 10 cent, 25
Yeah.
cent, 3 cent. You
Oh
even
yeah.
have the postage cents. And that's what and see part of these coins, like the 2 cent, the 3 cent coins, is going to tie into fractional currency and going to tie into actual currency because there's reasons that they made those coins at those time periods.
Right. Yeah. The Confederate money's a whole nother deal.
Yeah, I'm into all of it. So um, if I'm not, I mean, I wasn't researching as much. I'm kind of That's why I'm doing this with you tonight because normally I'd be researching again, but I was watching that history series for President's Day on the History Channel of Washington, and that was the 3 night miniseries. That was actually very
I wish I
enjoyable.
could.
I thought they were going to bore me to death, but I love stuff like that, and they actually kept my interest, which is
Yeah. So I don't actually. I mean, we have cable, but I don't usually watch it. We know we have Netflix and Hulu and Vudu and everything else.
well, I watched it
So
on Sling, so
yeah. So yeah, I would like to look at that. I used to watch history a lot, but then it just became like 18 hours of UFO shows or something. It just
yeah,
wasn't. So I just lost interest. I couldn't find
you
any
can let me
actual
know.
history.
Yeah,
Yeah, I definitely love history and the History
right.
Channel before I did that. So
So to be adult.
let's see.
But yeah, so anyway, basically how I got into history was I found something of history that I found a niche, I guess you could say. Um, my niche was I love. I come to find out I don't really like politics too much, but I love presidential history.
Yeah.
I love learning about our previous presidents.
Oh yeah.
And so I started getting into presidential history, which got me into currency, Miss Maniacs got into currency, because of all the old presidents on it, which got
Right.
me into the old coins, which got me a level. If I want to collect coins, I might as well collect
Yeah.
silver.
Right.
And here I am.
That's how it. Yeah. It like snowballs and changes. What did I start out doing? My wife may be here still. I think I
Oh, yes.
started
Hi,
out.
Miss Kaylee, by the way.
I think I started out watching metal detecting videos, and then that led to gold prospecting. And I started watching Dan Hurd and Pioneer Polly and all of them, and then that led into me seeing who Klesh was, Shane Klesh, with Klesh guitars and how he would show up on their channels. And then I heard on a video him talk about Klesh Guitars TV, and that's where I found coin roll hunting, and that came into silver, and that's where I'm at. It's just a big snowballing effect. I mean, yeah, one thing leads to another, and this is, I think, I really like all of this coinage and
Yeah,
silver.
yeah. To me, I try to stay with one niche, but it's
Oh, I
hard,
can't. Yeah,
with coin collecting.
yeah,
Um, because like I told you earlier, we're going to go back to our roots. Well, my roots, what started me with was, yes, the presidential history. But what got started me spending money in this hobby was silver stacking.
yeah,
That's what
yeah.
got me. That was, because when I first started, an ounce of silver was $15, and it went down to 14 something, stayed there for a little bit, and now it's up to what 17, 8. It's
I
18,
haven't checked in a few
8.
days.
It's 18, 19.
Is it over 18 again?
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, I haven't even looked. Yeah, no, this is where I've been stuck to. Where did I go? I went the coin roll hunting, and then somehow I found Silver Dragon's channel, and I watched him
Oh,
talking
the
about.
poured silver.
Yeah,
Yeah.
doing his own pours, and he started talking about how ASEs were his favorite thing, and he started talking about silver, and that was probably, I don't know, 5 months ago, and that's where I've been.
I had you in
Yeah,
the background while I was in the car, and yes, those are good. Even though I got rid of mine because I traded mine up, which you showed earlier was the JM Bullion tube of 10 rounds.
oh yeah,
I traded mine up just because, yeah, silver, but what I got for my 10 ounces of silver was I just went and traded it straight across and just got a 10-ounce bar.
yeah, and I think I could do that with my local guy, but I don't know that he has 10-ounce bars. Like my
You can
wife
do
and I
two
walked in
fives.
there. I don't know if he has those. I walked in. First thing I always ask, "Got any silver for sale?" And he always says, "Oh yeah, of course." I went in with my wife, and we were in there, and he thought he was so funny, so he pulls out a tube of silver, just regular generic rounds, and then he pulls out 200-ounce bars. I'm like, Jesus, you
I
know.
love the bars from either Englehart that are 100 ounce. I love
Hmm.
the kilo bars from Englehart, but I love the JM Bullion 100 poured ounce bars. I
I haven't
love
seen them.
those. I
I
love
thought about
those.
getting the SD Bull 10-ounce bar, but now that I've met somebody who will sell it to me at spot, I can't pay
Yeah,
shipping and
well,
freight fee.
and if you're a silver stacker, you want to get it for the lowest price every
Yeah,
time.
Right.
Because at the end, you have to look yourself in the mirror, just like everybody else that's here, whether they do coins, variety,
Hmm.
silver, gold. Why are you in this? Are you in it for an investment? Are you into it just because you like the hobby, so you don't care what you pay, which is okay
Right.
if that's okay with you. But if you're honest with yourself, and I'm just a silver stacker, you're not going to care what kind of silver it is.
Yeah.
Generic, non-generic, numismatic. But if you don't care what kind of silver it is, then you're just going to want ounces in your stack. Is all you're going to want. You ain't
Yeah.
going to care if you got 300 buffalo rounds. You're not going to
Right.
care. You got 300
Right.
ounces.
And I thought,
Because
if I do get the smelting equipment, I can just melt those down and pour them into a bar or something.
exactly, pour your own stuff, pour your own
Yep.
designs. Because poured silver actually holds a premium, which
Yeah, it
drives me
does.
crazy.
Let's see if I can't get this in view
Oh,
here.
nice Engelhart bars. I like those.
Yeah, so those are both 100 ounce. One of them, that's the one on your right. I don't know.
Yep.
The one on the right, I think, is the one that was cut and like laser dyed, and the one on the left is poured and stamped.
Yep.
But those are the 200 ounce bars. He even told, he's like, "You want to take a picture of them for your channel?" He just
Yeah,
handed me
you can tell
3,600
because
bucks.
the ones that are poured are always going to have the rounded edges. The
Right.
ones that are machine done are always going to have the straight curvature, straight lines.
Yeah. I mean, he handed those to me to take a picture. He just handed me 3,600 bucks worth of silver to take. He's just such an nice old man. I mean, he's really cool, very trusting, and I really like doing business with him. So
Yeah, see,
that's
I got
cool.
a guy here in town. He doesn't trust anybody, and I'm finally just basically that he doesn't let anybody touch his dogs that watch the shop.
Hmm.
He doesn't let anybody really talk to them. I don't know their first name along with everybody else.
Right.
I last time I was in there, he let the dog put his paws up on the counter, and I got to pet the dog.
Yeah. Right on.
And he's like, "All right." So the dog likes you, so that means, pretty soon. Because I was like, "I'm sitting at the house. I'm bored. I don't get to work for another month. I would love to intern with you just to learn more about this business because I'm trying to become a coin dealer myself in about
Right.
5 to 6 years. So yeah, I need to learn this. I don't want a brick and mortar store. I don't want that overhead. I want to
Right.
be the guy that does it online. I want to be the guy that travels to the coin shows. I want to be that guy.
Yeah.
I want to do it part time. I don't want to necessarily do it full time unless I have enough inventory to where uh, I can liquidate it really quick and still make a profit for my
Right.
travels. So I told him, I said, those are my goals. These are my plans. This is how much money I want to do it with. And he said, you need to come in here. I was like, that's what I've been trying to tell you for 2 years. But it took that long because he has trust issues.
Yeah.
Other than his family being behind the counter, you don't let nobody back there, which is
Yeah.
understandable. I mean, the
Right.
man is sitting on, just in the safe alone on the floor. He pulls out the top tray. There's 200 ounces of gold just in that one tray.
Yeah.
So
That's
you can see
I
why he
saw
has trust
him.
issue.
Right.
You know,
His safe had stacks of silver and just money. I mean, he has a
well, and
big.
that's him. I mean, he's got between proof sets, currency, and everything else in there, and it's just, and he's got so much stuff. Basically, what I want to do is just go in there. I said, I just want to go in here and help you organize because you got way too much stuff, and it's really hard for you to do business when you have to go searching for everything and you got people waiting.
Yeah.
Let me get in there, and we can come in early before you open the doors, and we can organize a shelf. We can organize a
Yeah.
bookcase. We can organize something because he's just got stuff everywhere. We don't even. I haven't even seen the back.
Right.
Hey Terry Woodburn, how am I not getting the live chat?
I don't know.
My
That was
chat.
man. That was a few minutes ago. That was 5 minutes ago.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, cause I hang on, Terry. I'm doing good, brother. How are you? Good, Lordy. Let me work on this chat because it is not live. I can't even refresh it. Let me get
Oh,
rid of
you know
it.
what? Yeah, I'm actually at top chat, not live chat. There we go. Hmm. Hey,
Hey,
Mike.
Mike.
What's up, brother? We're just
Now I can
hanging out.
pop out chat. There we go.
Money is about to start doing a series on the history of currency in the U.S. and I
Well,
think.
yeah, I'm only sticking with U.S., but I'm
Whoop, did he cut out or is it me? Is it me? There you are. All right, you're moving again.
yeah. Give me a minute. My Let's go live. Hello.
I'm gonna take
Can
another break if you want to go over what's going on with your channel with my
Yeah, I can. All right, yeah. I'm getting ready to start doing a. I'm going to start doing a live stream. Haven't decided if I'm going to do it twice a week or whatever. Maybe once a week. Give me time to research. I'm going to start doing. I'm going to do a StreamYard once every Tuesday. I'm probably going to start that next Tuesday. Because obviously I didn't do it tonight. And that's just going to be a chit chat hangout kind of thing, just to keep up with everybody in the coin community. And then I'm also going to um, do regular live streams. They're going to be about an hour long. I'm going to keep them at an hour. I'm going to do the history of every coin that the U.S. has ever minted. Gold, silver, copper, it doesn't matter. I'm going to start with the dollar coin and work my way down. But then I'm going to jump into the $2.50 coins, the $5 gold coins, the $10 gold coins, things of that nature as well. And Terry, I still don't see your comments. Yeah, I don't know how I don't see Terry's comments. How did I not see Terry's comments? Where the hell you're at? There we go. Now it popped back into top chat. That's why. Damn thing. But anyway, that's what I plan on doing. And I'm probably going to start my first dollar one tonight. I'm going to start it from the Coinage Act of 1792. And I'm going to start it around 5 o'clock my time tomorrow. 1/10 ounce coins. I have two of them. Are they gold or silver, or because usually 1/10 ounce coins, if they're silver, they're just rounds, and that would just be a tenth of an ounce of what spot is. They'd be the same size of a dime, but if they are gold coins, then they're silver. Are they dimes or are they just rounds? Dimes would be like Merc dimes, Barber dimes, silver Roosevelt dimes before 1964 or older. Those are 90% dimes. Anything past that are just regular dimes. But if they say 1/10 ounce silver, 3 9s on it, then those are just rounds. They're not coins. And that would be worth. I'd have to look at the actual silver. I think it's $18. And since it's at 18, that means it would be 25 now. Silver coins by one. Calendar. I want to say it's about $4, but let me. Oh no, not even close. Okay. It's worth about $2 a piece if they're just silver rounds. That's the silver melt is $1. And they kind of look foreign. Okay, on the bottom of the one side, does it say? You see my son there in the background. Does it say 3 9s fine on it? Like 0.999 silver, 1/10 ounce? Anyway, a 1/10 ounce round is going to be around $2 a piece. So you want about $4 in silver, which isn't bad. And you're welcome.
I just sent an email to EVG to see if he wants to get on. And I'm sure all of you have EVG, but if you don't, it's EVG space hobbies. He does the coin and roll hunt every Thursday night, and he gives away a 5-ounce round for, if he puts $1 into an entry at the end, and I've won 10 ounces from him, and I love it. It's so cool. He goes,
Yeah,
"That's big."
I've only bought rolls once,
Hmm.
and actually I could say I only bought one roll once, and that was from Coin Hunting Couple.
Yeah.
I was the luckiest SOB on that roll ever. Literally bought one roll. They marked it with a 40%, so I got a
Right.
40% ender right off the bat. They opened up the roll. There's three silvers in the roll,
Oh man.
and two of them were a 40, and one was a Benji.
Nice.
And then the bag pull, it ended up being a silver quarter, a Merc dime, and a 1 gram bar. Basically, I spent $5 on this roll and ended up with $13 in silver.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I love
I
that
said, I'm
they do
ahead.
that.
I'm not doing this again.
Yeah. No, that's cool. That's also what I like about EVGs is he has 10 marked rolls. Like I started out watching Clash, and he doesn't do the marked rolls. I really do like Shane as a person and as a content creator, and I like to watch his stuff. But he doesn't have any marked rolls. So once I started seeing people who do the marked rolls, I mean that's just awesome. Them, um, Coin Hunting Couple. I've never bought any of theirs. Half Dollar Make You Holler. They do marked rolls. I think the marked rolls is a
Oh,
good thing.
who, I forgot. It's Snacks and who's the other guy?
Paul.
Paul and Snack. That's what it is.
Yeah, yeah. They that's cool that they do that. Yeah, they used to work in like TV production. Turns
Yeah.
out I didn't know about that. Yeah.
Another one that you swirl.
Because that's how he says his name. He says
EVGs.
he goes EVGs. Yeah, it's just that's how I end up saying his name.
Yeah,
EVGs.
I like your first one, Kaylee. EVEs. I like that one better.
Yeah, Eves.
EVEs. I like that one better. But anyway, and I said hi to you earlier, but you weren't here. So hi, Kaylee. Hi, Miss Dacula.
Yeah, she had to get back to work.
But no, anyway. So no, I love watching EVG. But I don't know. I have my own opinion, and I'll leave them to myself
Mhm.
on the coin roll hunts.
Yeah,
Um, I don't like them as much anymore, and the reason I don't like them as much anymore, I'm not going to go into too much detail, is everybody's doing them now because everybody started following suit on them.
right.
And unfortunately, when everybody starts doing something, there's been doing it for about 2 or 3 years now. All those $half will get circulated,
Yeah,
and every time they pull out silver, that's one less that's going to be circulated somewhere. Yes, people are still finding some, but they're not finding them like they used to anymore.
right. Well, my thing is I want to do it, but I haven't found anybody who's doing it in Oregon yet. Who does it in California? Is it Big Mill?
Well, if you do it in Oregon, you're real close with competition with Coin Hunting Couple because they're Washington.
They're in Washington, yeah. And then Big Mill is in California, but I haven't seen anyone doing it in Oregon. But man, you can't even buy a $half roll here, so I've got to become friends with someone at the bank to do it. Because I mean, we've asked.
See, it wouldn't be worth it for me to do it here because Laughlin is right across. I mean, I guess it kind of would because honestly, I haven't talked to the cashier lady in a while, and another reason I don't do coin roll or really like coin roll hunts is because I've probably got two rolls of 40% waiting on me over there in the casino at the cage for face value.
Yeah.
So $20, I'll probably get two rolls of 40%. You know, and then what I do with those right away is I take them down to the LCS and just flip them real quick
Yeah.
because I'm like, he's like, I'll buy the whole roll from you for $45 a roll.
Yeah.
I bought it for 10,
Yeah.
and then he turns around and sells it for like 55, 60. So
Right.
where everybody's making money. Oh,
Yeah.
that's just
I think it's fun. My wife and I, like I said, we've hunted a few rolls of quarters, never a box. We buy a couple rolls at a time, and
now real quick. Can I ask you that San Antonio quarter? Because yes, I was paying attention earlier.
mhm.
Is that a W?
Yep. Let me pull her out here. And that's the thing. I had just learned about them, and My wife has a
So
Jack
those are
Daniels
those are
bottle.
the only those are the wrong way. Those are the only two that I have.
Oh, I thought they sold those in full sets. I saw Melissa Corgis. Well, I don't know what her name is. Corgis.
Melissa, yes, that
Yeah,
Melissa is my darling. Well,
yeah.
Miss Maniac's is BFF. Good lord, they text more than we talk.
Yeah, I thought those were only sold in full sets, and she said she paid like $10 a piece, and I'm thinking, man, they're going for like $13 a coin.
Okay, no, these here
Oh, let me
can
get
be
some.
sold in full sets, but where I got the W holder from was CJ's Coins and Crafts.
Oh
I bought
yeah.
the holder for $6, $3 shipping. The quarters I actually found both of these, and not coin roll hunting. This one was at Arby's.
That's
This
not
one
gonna
was at
happen.
Del Taco.
Yeah, I found this one in my wife's.
No, you
Just.
said something about the register or something.
Oh no, that's where I found my two 1964s. No, this one, I don't know where it came from. I had just learned about them. We had a Jack Daniels bottle full of quarters that we were both throwing money in, and I just dumped it out. Man, there was a W in there, and I cannot get it to focus on the W. But yeah, it's a San Antonio W.
Yeah, because the San Antonio W is supposed to go right here.
Oh, where that goes.
That's where that goes. No, because let's see, this side here would be the Lowell, and then that's the AMP. San Antonio, War in the Pacific, River of No Return.
Mike, yeah, you know what? I've asked other people about how much it would cost to buy a box and ship it, and nobody does. So you got it from Silver Seeker. Yeah, I gotta talk to the bank. We live in such a small town, though. I don't know if they would even do it. I mean, it's a tiny little town, like the size of your back pocket. It's just so small. But
Well, I'm from a very small town in Oklahoma, so I know about the one horse towns where the horse ran away 30 years ago.
yeah,
And unfortunately, your closest LCS is probably 50 to 60 miles one way,
oh yeah,
if you're lucky.
yeah. He's an hour up the coast.
So, yep.
But yeah, that's my only W. That's the first one that's what started it all. We've searched
But
several since.
but no, Melissa Hoover's Corgis and Coins. She
Hoovers.
is one of my BFFs on this community. Yeah, that when we did my benefit auction, I did it on her channel. And then Silver Nitrate comes on, and he donated 3 items, and he that I don't believe in going back and rewatching stuff like that, but that part of it was epic. He come on there, I didn't even know what he was doing. He had
Right.
this all planned out with Melissa. His last like his uh, grand finale of the auction for his items, he put out 50 Roosevelt dimes. It was a full Rosie book from 46 to 64, so they're all silver.
Mm.
Full book, every date is different. And he started that auction at $1. And once he started that off at $1, then he decided to throw in 2 Barber dimes. He threw in 3 standing Liberty quarters,
Wow.
a silver Washington quarter. Then he threw in a Benji. Then he threw in a 40% half. Then he threw in a peace dollar. Then he threw in stickers that only his family has that he's not given out. But basically, by the time this auction was said and done, because they were just running it up,
Right.
that lot alone went for $400.
Yeah, you know what? I think I actually caught that. I remember him keep adding things. At the time, I think you were up around $1,000, and you were waiting on some to come through. And I feel like I saw that where he just kept adding things. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I wasn't even. I just thought it was a regular Rosie book, like 64 on. Not,
Right.
not silver until I saw the dates. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah.
And then he's typing to Melissa in private chat. Of course, I can see it because I'm on the panel doing the auction.
Right.
And he says, we're going to break 200 on this watch. He said, never mind. Now I'm going to try to get up to 300. He said, oh, the way these guys are going, we'll break 400. I'm just like,
Yeah.
here we go.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Oh, that was a night. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I've watched people pay a lot for silver, like especially on like Silver Dragons. You know, when I started watching, what was he charging? 20 an ounce. Now I think he's 30 or over an ounce. But people pay it. They'll pay it for the poured silver. So
Mm-hmm.
it is what it is. I was like, man, I couldn't imagine paying that much for an ounce.
Well,
You know?
you're ahead of. Why has my son got no shirt on? Jake.
Nipples.
Right. Something.
That's right. My kids are half clothed most of the time. They're younger, but I feel like it's not going to change. He's telling him right now, Jake, you put a shirt on.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
If anybody wants some pizza, there's a slice.
Because I'm in the camera. Oh, Miss Maniac showed up. Hi, honey.
Yeah, the boys are always half naked all the time. I remember when we first moved in here
There we
3
go.
years ago, my neighbor came over. He's like, we saw a little naked boy outside. My son Toby just went out the back door naked. Yeah, our kids are barely ever dressed. I'm glad to see it doesn't change.
No, unfortunately not with my son. Well, we live in Arizona, so I mean, right
It's
now
hot.
being 12:10 a.m., it's 65 degrees outside.
Yeah.
I'm already almost having to run the AC in the house. I'm like,
Yeah, it's coming up. Yeah, that's how ours are most all the time. And the baby, he's like me, you know. He sleeps uncovered with the fan. We have the big fan on in our room always. And I sleep with just the tiniest little. Kaylee sleeps with like 5 comforters in our bed. I sleep with just maybe a sheet, and our baby, he's just like me. He just sleeps in a diaper. You put a blanket on him, he'll kick it off. He and I, we sleep warm. She needs all the comforters we own.
Kaylee's telling all your secrets.
I know. She loves to be under all the blankets.
That's his wife. Well, she's at work, so she's kind of on her phone, but that's her picture.
Yeah, there she is.
Miss Maniacs won't get into she won't do a face reveal until we hit 1,000. Then she'll do her face reveal. There's only 2 people on YouTube, and one lives by us, so that's why he knows what she looks like. The only other person that knows what Miss Maniacs looks like is Melissa.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, for our 1,000, she wants to do a coin roll hunt just for us. Go live, just do a coin roll hunt for us, and she wants to go through $50 just to see if we find anything. And then if we do, we'll probably just give them away in chat.
Yeah.
He said unless they're Benji's are her favorite coins. Then I'll have to go pull out my 64 Kennedys.
Right. You have to replace them. That's funny.
If she ever gives away a Benji, I'm going to like, all right, who are you and where's Miss Maniacs?
I think my wife may be back at work there, Mike. I don't know. She is a mental health counselor, and she oversees people at like a halfway house, and so you never know when they're going to be awake.
Oh yeah, they're up and down all night. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So she could be gone right now. Well, I emailed EVG and George. Neither one showed up. I'll remember that, guys.
Right. Poop heads. Don't even have to email me because I just saw Count Stackula live and go, click, I'm coming.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you. Yeah, I wasn't expecting people to show up. Like I said, I was
Hey, Mike Badger. Oh, yeah, and then Miss Maniac just
Hey, Mike Badger.
Wow, is my chat faster than yours?
No, I was cleaning my glasses. Oh, there she is. She's still around.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's a little busy.
Yeah.
But Miss Maniac says hi. Yeah, and unfortunately, even though I just had back surgery, I get to do this.
Oh, why don't you tell them all about that, Kaylee? She's got the same thing going on.
Well, this is my second time, so I already know what's going on with it. Last time I didn't get picked, so
Mhm.
we'll see if I get chosen this time.
So I got sent in for jury duty about a year and a half, 2 years ago, and I watched the video. I sat in the courtroom. They explained the case,
Hmm.
and I was like 2 rows back, and they went through juror after juror after or possible juror, right? And then like the guy right next to me was the final pick, so I just got to go home and go back to bed. I didn't have to go to work that day. I got paid from work for going to jury duty, and the guy right before me got picked as the final juror, so I didn't have to do it. Got paid, got to go home, go back to sleep.
And your wife says she got out of it. I think.
Yeah, yeah, we have a bunch of kids, man, and she works graveyard and
No,
I work days.
they don't do that here in Arizona because it's at the Supreme Court.
Oh,
Yeah, it's where we have to go. It's the county superior. It's not Supreme Superior County Superior Court, and what they do is they don't have you in order or anything. They literally call your name randomly. It is a pick of the draw.
oh, yeah. Here they like ask you questions and see if they want to
Well,
use you.
well, yeah, they ask you questions here, like after they tell you the case,
Hmm.
the 24 people that are up there, and then they'll narrow it down to 12. Is there any reason you can't be,
Right,
open-minded or objective? Blah
right.
blah blah. And then if you say yes, then they'll excuse you and they'll pick somebody else. And I was like, here we go.
Kaylee, try tagging me.
All right, hang
That's
on,
how you do it.
hang on. Tag, you're it. Tag.
Oh God. Oh wait, this side. This camera.
Wrong way.
I was fighting off
Wrong way.
ghosts. Now it's you.
I got him for
Try
you, Kaylee.
tagging
Don't
me.
worry.
Yeah,
She says
tag
I
me.
don't know how to tag.
Here, let me do this. Wait a minute. Stop screen. Share screen.
He's doing a test to figure out StreamYard things like that.
There you go, Kaylee. See, it's
So he's going
you're
through all like
tagging
his
me.
sharing. Things like that.
So you just
Hey, you tagged him.
yeah, you got it. You got it. He's a little girly.
Tag, you're it. You get to deal
Yeah.
with the kids while I'm at work. Tag.
How it works. One of us has to do it all the time. Oh, unfortunately for her, she's working graveyard, and I work tomorrow. So, but I'm going to work at 12.
Kaylee, I don't know how you work graveyard. I've done my fair share of graveyard. I ain't doing it no more. I don't care what they pay. I have agreed if someone says $25 an hour, at that point I'm thinking.
Yeah, no, we have to just to afford everything, right? So I work during the day, and she has to work at night, or one of us has to work at night always, because we have 4 kids. 3 of them are in school. Oh, so here's the thing: we have a 10 or 11-year-old girl. Sorry, I forgot. Twin 6-year-olds and a 15 or 16-month-old boy. So the boys, the twins, last year had half days in kindergarten, and then this year they started having full days. Well, our first day alone together since we've had them, the
Mm.
boys went to school, and then the next day the baby was delivered. So we had one full day off without any children. One in the last I don't even how many years.
So you and Kaylee could definitely use a mommy and daddy night.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Mm.
We've had a couple days. We take the baby with us. He's well behaved. He's a good baby. And oh, count.
Uh, never do question ask. I have. I don't
Yeah,
even know. That
no, I think
doesn't.
the question's coming.
Oh, okay. What are they worth?
Oh yeah, I can't do math right now.
I can.
Okay,
I'm very good at it.
too
All
many
I need to
variables.
know is yes. What are they? All I need to hear is yes. What are they worth? And then I got you.
And what year are the Kennedys too?
Yeah, it definitely depends on if they're 64s or if they're older.
Yeah.
Or I mean, newer, not older.
65 through 70. Yeah, you just gotta know what year. It's not a dumb question either. Everyone learns, man. Everyone learns. If you'd asked me any question 10 months ago, I probably wouldn't know. So that's the thing with the constitutional silver is you don't need a scale. What is it? What? There's a ratio. $1 face value is like 1440, or there's what is the ratio?
I got this. I just need to know on the Kennedys, are they 40% or 90%? That's all I need to know. And I got you. This is very easy.
That's the whole thing is with those Kennedys. Like, you don't have to weigh it, but we need to know the years. Because Kennedys come in 40 and 90%.
How many? 90%. Yeah, because Miss Maniac, she loves her Benjis. Yeah. She definitely loves her Benjis.
There it is, big.
Alright, yeah, this a small scale to weigh. So you just need to know how much weight you have in silver. Is that what you're asking? But I need to know about the Kennedys.
Kennedys are 1964 and 540s. Sounds like Money's doing some calculations over there.
Kennedys are 64 and 540s. Okay. So total, what you have is 4.83 troy ounces, which turns into 5.3 regular ounces, and just silver weight alone, because it's $18.26 spot, it's $88.29 spot for all those coins right now. That does not do anything for numismatic value, things of that nature for certain key dates. So you're probably right at $90 in silver, and like I said, you're at 4.83 troy ounces, 5.3 regular ounces.
Yeah, and troy ounces is how silver is usually weighed and measured.
So that is where you're at.
There you go. Again, not a dumb question, man. There are coin calculators online. I don't know any offhand. I don't know why I'm looking around like I have one written down, but there are online coin calculators. You put in what you have, and they'll tell you exactly what it's worth. But that's just silver weight, silver price. That's not counting any key dates or any variety coins that you'd have.
Yeah, because if you do like pandas, kookaburras, now you're getting into numismatics, which cover a premium on top, which has the collector value, things like that nature. It's a whole different ballgame.
Yeah, like what is it, the 1967 D double die obverse? I mean, there are coins that are worth more.
Oh, there's for your Merctime, the well-known one that everybody's looking for is the 1916 D Merctime. You're not going to find one raw for less than $700.
Yeah. So it's all dependent on the dates on those coins. I mean, and look at them. Look up key dates. Look up diversity coins or whatever. And I mean, some of them you got to get like a jeweler's loop out and see if they're double dyed, triple dyed. I've seen quadruple dyed coins. They're worth more. They've been hit 2 to 4 times by the die before they came out, and they're worth more. But just if they're all basic coins, yeah, he's got your value there.
But yeah, so like your typical Merctime, that's a 1935 typical date. That's worth dollar. I think right now that's worth like $1.10 in melt. Yeah, I think this one's a mint mark. Yep, no mint mark. So that's a Philadelphia. This one with that one side is a It's a 43, so that's a very common date. And again, Philadelphia, another about $1.20.
Man, I don't have any more marked dimes. I really miss them.
American Silver Eagle, 2014. It's 1 ounce. Nothing special about the date, so this one is literally, the American Silver Eagles hold a little bit of a premium. So I could go in and say I want $18 if I want to sell this because it's at 18.20 something right now an ounce, and I'd get it. And then these are just two, 40% are the 67, they're the 67. So, yeah, if I could get into my display case, I would show you something with the Merc Dimes that I bought a long time ago, and I spent $30 for the set, and I wouldn't even need the scope for this to show it to you, but I'm not allowed to move heavy objects right now with my back because Miss Maniacs would kill us all. Well, she would definitely kill me. She's already glaring at me.
She'd pummel you.
Oh, she would humble me real fast and in a hurry. She will humble me quick. Do I have anything else on the desk to?
Oh, Kaylee, no, I used to have Merc Dimes before I met you. I'm in the kitchen right now, love. I think actually we do have one. I'm getting into that weird jar that we have.
So the 1/4 ounce, Mr. Mike would add another 1/4 ounce to your stack. And then, but value-wise, a 1/4 ounce would, because it's a lunar series and it's a 1/4 ounce, that would probably add about another $5 to $6. No, excuse me, that would be a 1/10 ounce. 1/4 ounce would add about $10 to $12. It's a year of the horse. And a silver proof 1/4 would be, because it's proof, whether it's slab, I'm just going to say it's raw, which is not graded. Then it would be another $4 to $5. So you'd actually have closer to $102 to $104 in silver right now. Not bad. Huh? You're the dog's better.
Yeah.
Just because it's your
rat.
ear. They all said you're the rat. No. Yep, those are my 2W quarters under the scope.
Yeah, Kaylee, I'm in the kitchen. I can't find. We did have a Merc Dime, but I had some before I met you, and they were mysteriously lost at my last residence. Mysteriously lost. Yeah, I can't find. We had one.
And I got a bunch of these. These are just 1 gram bars. I think they're all the same. I think they're all the same. Yep, they're all the same. They're all flying tires. Flying tires.
You gotta look out for those on the highway.
Flying tires.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing that's really, I don't really go for the rosy dimes, the silver rosy dimes. I don't know why, because I can still get barber, well, not really barber. You can, for like an extra 10 cents a piece over what you can get a silver rosy dime for. So I try to go for the older ones, and I just like the Merc dime design, so I just tend to, if I'm going to buy dimes, I'm just going to keep buying Merc dimes.
Yeah, Merc.
Especially if it's going to be the same price as the rosy dimes right now.
Yeah.
So basically what I'm doing is I'm just trying to buy as much of those I can cheaper, say like, 2 or 3 years down the road, they start getting a premium on them. Well, I'm already sitting on, 8 or 9 tubes of them, so I don't need any more.
Yeah.
Per se, Yeah. I love you lots and bunches. What do you want? Can I make you a sandwich?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
it
it'll
is 12.
cost you 3 barbers.
It'll cost you 3 barbers. No, I would have to tell her it cost her a Benji, then she'd throw something at me. See, she just threw a pillow at me.
I'm trying
Oh,
to
you
make
can't
my
see it.
own
The scope's
sandwich
on.
right now.
But let me be right back. Let me make her. I gotta. Yeah, she's got to take medicine, so I gotta get her something to eat.
All right, and I
Be
will
right
be
back.
back in like 10 seconds. I'm just
All right, so
microwaving this sandwich.
we can still hear.
Ham and cheese. Like melted cheese. All right, all right. I'm coming back, guys. Settle down. Oh, there we go. She wants a Benji sandwich. Right meow.
That's a kiki.
So is that the extent of your collection so far, Mike? Or do you have any like generic 1 ounce rounds or bars? Turn off the camera while I eat. There are some pretty good deals on just the generic rounds. Okay. Yeah, I used to collect just constitutional stuff I found in the register at work. And then I bought a few of the 1 gram bars off of eBay. Looking back, that was terrible. I mean, the premium's just so high. If I were you, I would look at a local gold buyer or gold and silver buyer, see what they have, local coin shop. Like he said earlier, like the American Silver Eagles hold a premium, so you're gonna pay $1 to $4 over spot, but you can usually sell them back for 1 to 2 over spot. But the generic rounds usually are going to be your best deal. Generic rounds, generic bars. Just go into your local coin shop, see what they have, look at the price of silver for the day, and try to get it as close to spot as you can. Once you get your first actual 1 ounce silver, you're gonna be so hooked. Man, it's just such a good looking metal. It's so bright and shiny when it's fresh.
All right, I'm back. Back.
All right, welcome back.
Mike said, nope, that's all I have for silver. Did you find that Mercdine?
Nah, I couldn't find it. I know it's there somewhere, but I can't see the top cabinets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had several others before I met my wife, but like I said, all that silver was lost.
No, that sucks.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my friend's teenage son lost it for me.
Ah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, check it out, Mike. You can check a pawn shop, but they're usually gonna try to charge so much. Yeah,
Unless you get a pawn shop that just doesn't care and they just sell it for silver milk, because I have a couple of pawn shops in town that just do that because they're like, I could care less what's on it.
Yeah, but the other ones are going to try to charge so much because most people are, not educated. Oh yeah, the China Panda, those are a thing.
But your ASEs, your American Silver Eagles, will always have just a couple of dollar premium on top of the melt value.
That's what I was telling him while you were gone. It's like the most well-known coin in the world. I mean, it's always everybody's gonna recognize it. And that's why it carries the premium it does. I think the second is the Canadian maple leaf. Yeah, I have a kangaroo from Australia. That's my only Australian. Actually, I had two. I gave one to my brother-in-law and sister-in-law for Christmas. Check them out, man. Check out like SM Bullion, AppMex. They all do the supposed spot price. I mean, it's not really over, but you're paying for shipping, and you're paying a little bit for using a debit or credit card. But SD Bullion does a 10-ounce bar. JM Bullion does the 10 1-ounce Buffalo Rounds. I don't know what AppMex has, but
if you spend over $100, they usually just do free shipping.
Exactly, over $100, free shipping. Yeah, no, the ASE it's a beautiful coin. Ham and cheese is ready.
No, I couldn't make her a ham sandwich because my son just ate all the rest of the ham.
Dang it!
I get to go to the store tomorrow.
Yep. Okay, ASCs are good-looking coins. They're good-looking coins. I really do like the design. I think I got my.
See, I'm a little different. My favorite coin is a peace dollar.
Yeah.
Just because I don't think it gets the recognition that it should. Morgan silver dollars got more recognition than any other coin.
Yeah.
That's why they're so popular. Kiki, come get your crap. My second favorite coin is the 40% Ikes. I could care less about the regular Ikes. To me, those are just grocery money. They're just $1. And then my third favorite coin is the 3-cent silver Trime.
I was trying to show off my British coins, but I couldn't find them. I don't know where they are.
Kaylee, where's his coins?
Yeah, where are they, love? Actually, let me dump this box out. They may be in here. They are not. So
As he makes a big mess in your house.
Yeah. Oh wait. Nope. Oh wait. That is one. So there should be two more somewhere. So.
Well, if you start showing off British coins, you'll have Miss Maniac's attention because she loves foreign.
Well, here's the thing. There's only one in there. There should be three. Are they in? I had them all three in a flip. Now I don't know where they are. Oh, there's one stuck underneath the box. Okay. Let's see if the other side has the third one. It does not. So I found 2 out of 3. I won on, I think it was Rivendell coins. Where is it? Oh, there it is. I got them all. Yeah. Found them all. Stand by. I gotta load this box up. I need to get a little safe. I've been telling Kaylee, but I really do. I'm keeping it in a giant fortress behind guarded walls.
I'll be right back.
All right. That was a good cheese sandwich. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'd eat another one. All right. Well, maybe I'll wait for him to come back and show him off. God, the lighting. Kaylee, buy me a better light. That's not gonna do any good, I don't think. Yeah, Mike, those ASEs, they are pretty. But the Canadian maples are pretty good looking too. And I mean the Kookaburra, a lot of those 1 ounce government backed bullion coins are pretty good looking. And they don't milk spot as easily, I've noticed. So let's turn some light on here. Find my rounds tube. Alright, so here, this is a 1985 3/9 fine Mexican Libertad. Let's see here. Let's see if this works. Alright, it's all the same color. This light's not gonna work here. It's consistent all the way through. But these, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it actually. These buffalo rounds, you can kind of see it. So they start milk spotting, which means they get that whiteness to them. Excuse me. And the government-backed stuff doesn't do that as much. So I mean, it doesn't matter if I had put this in a flip or a, you know, a haven't spent much time looking at the mint sets. I know there are a lot of years that have different things going for them. Even recent pennies, I think of 2009 pennies, people are looking for them. Oh yeah, the Canadian maple, beautiful coin, and it's 4/9 fine, so it's 99.99% silver, whereas the ASE is 99.9. Again, that may be, yeah, that may be something the Mint Sense Money Maniacs may be able to help you with. I haven't really looked into the Mint. So those are going to be some.
All right. I won't have to keep getting up and down, up and down, up and down.
Show off these British coins I have real quick, and then I think I might almost be done for the night. I have to go to work in the morning.
Yeah, I'm gonna be done here in a minute as soon as she gets done eating. So
here, they all the same.
You must have push to talk on because I hear a lot of clicking, but not you.
This mic is detachable.
Ah, yeah. See, mine's one solid piece.
Yeah, so sometimes it wiggles its way out. So I have these 3 coins that I won off of Rivendell. I didn't even know what was happening. I just joined the stream, and they were like, "All right, here's the giveaway. Who was the king before Queen Elizabeth was born or whatever?" What's up, Henry? And I just Googled it, right? I had like 6 people watching. I Googled it and it answered, and he's like, "That's right." So I got these coins here. I don't know if it's gonna show up. Lighting's terrible. So this is a 1934 1 penny. Let's see if it. All right, let's turn the light. 1934 1 penny.
Oh yes, I know those very well.
Yep.
We got a couple.
Okay.
We got a couple of those here. Yep, those are really
I
cool.
got that. I got a 1926 halfpenny, which is exactly one half of 1 penny.
Very nice.
Same design, front and back. And he sent me a 1904 farthing, which is 1/4 of 1 penny. I didn't even know this existed. They stopped using them in the 60s. But yeah, it's 1/4 of a penny or half of a halfpenny. So I'd never even heard of a farthing until I got this. So that was pretty neat. My first foreign coins.
Oh, those are pretty cool to start out with.
Yeah, I won them for free.
Will you flip the grilled cheese that's on the skillet? I have to get up.
Oh yeah, Maniacs, do you know anything about the proof sets, mint sets? He's asking.
Yes, give me just a minute. I'll be right back.
Alright. He's got to flip a grilled cheese. It's pretty important. You don't want, like, I'm not an expert and I'm not a doctor. I do play one on TV. You don't want the burnt side and then like the raw side. That makes for a terrible grilled cheese sandwich, guys. You got to get it toasty brown on both sides, not black and then uncooked. It's real. That the struggle's real and he's fighting a real battle, so give him a few minutes. Yeah, it's got to be just right or it's ruined. And then what do you start over? Hell no, because you already tried once, so you just throw it away and go to sleep hungry. I mean, that's what I would do. Actually, I would just scrape the black off of it and dip it in ketchup. Is probably what I would do. Yeah, I'm pretty well out of things for the night to talk about. Like I said, this was supposed to be a test, like a 10-minute test by myself. People kept showing up, and we are 2 hours 7 minutes in. I'm gonna let him talk about the proof sets, and then ranch. Never tried ranch. I do dig them with ketchup, grilled cheese with ketchup. Not like microwave cheese. I just ate a microwaved cheese sandwich. You know, just some cheese, bread, microwave. Wouldn't dip that in ketchup, but the buttered and grilled, every time. But yeah, I'm gonna let him talk about the mint sets, and then I'm gonna end the stream that was supposed to be 10 minutes. Now I'm 2 hours and 10 minutes in. I do have to work in the morning, but not the next 4 days, so we'll see. I'm also gonna try to get EVG and found it buried in here. Oh yeah, gotta be grilled. Totally different sandwich. I was just being lazy a couple minutes ago, and I'm, live streaming, so it only took 57 seconds to make the whole damn thing. But you should try, if you haven't, grilled peanut butter and jelly. It is so good. Like maybe you've had toasted, you toast and you put peanut butter jelly, grill it, butter the outside, throw it in a pan. The only thing you need to know though is right after you pull it out of the pan, that peanut butter is lava. Don't let it drip on you. Don't put it in your mouth. Give it a gosh darn minute. That peanut butter is so hot, and it drips because it's thinned out, right? Because it's hot. There goes his son, but he has a shirt on now. Oh yeah. Oh, grilled peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Holy smokes. It is good. It is good times. Good stuff and good stuff. Both. I'll tell you something I had while he's gone. Back before I worked in pharmacy, a lot of years before, I would smoke pot, and it was awesome. And one time, I was so stoned. I'm like, man, I'm so hungry. And I went into the kitchen, and I toasted the bread. And I'm like, I'm going to have a peanut butter sandwich. It's going to be so good, right? And so the toast pops up. I'm putting peanut butter on it, and I look over, and I see a bag of fucking Captain Crunch. Grabbed a handful, threw it in the sandwich, slapped the other bread on. Man, it was so tasty. I don't know if it's because I was stoned or if I haven't tried it since, but man, toasted peanut butter and Captain Crunch when you're stoned, Awesome. welcome back. We're just discussing recipes.
I hear. Oh boy. No, but no. I see. I have an uncirculated. Yeah, you were asking me about mint sets and proof sets.
You'll dig it, Henry. Yeah, he was asking about them. I don't know anything about. I haven't even gotten into that part.
Yes. What do you? Who wants to? Mike wants to know about them.
Yep, Mike.
And count. I have an uncirculated 1998 coin set P&D mint. Okay, P&D mint sets. Back in the 90s, 2000s. Because I have a 2007 set, and it's literally. My 2007 set has the $5 coins in it from the presidents, things of that nature. So mine, for both sets, was worth $15. A 98 P&D mint set. The 80s and 90s, they minted so many of those. I was just at a coin show, and the guy couldn't give those away for $4 a piece. They're worth $8 to $9, but the coin dealer had so many he couldn't even give them away at $4 a piece. So it's literally one of those where it's worth $8 to $9, but right now just sit on it because those aren't moving.
Yeah.
My 10,000 is a Mexican, and the other one has an Egyptian person. Okay, yeah, my 10,000 coin is Mexican. Yeah, again, with it being a 1/10 ounce coin, if it's 3 9s fine silver, you're at like $2 a piece for those. If they're fractional, then you're less than that.
I have a 1/10 Walker that I'm sending to Rose Dragon. You might have been there that night. She was saying that she would like something that would fit in this.
Yeah, for her wood burning.
And so this is worth about $1.80 something.
And Craig Durbin, yeah.
$25. That dude, he wouldn't let me say no. He just wouldn't let it be. Yeah,
that's Craig.
Yeah,
and Craig says we're going to do it. We're going to do it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's neat.
Because while I was still in the hospital, Craig Durbin was one of the first ones. He sent me $100 while I was in the hospital, and he said, "This is something this maniac can eat."
Right on, man. That's awesome.
I mean, we already had the food covered for her while she was there, but he said this is for her, so we just put that towards the bills when we got home.
Yeah, I used his money towards things I needed to do too. That was pretty cool. Oh, are there any more questions? Because I am gonna wrap it up. I need to go to bed. I do work in the morning. We're at 2 hours and 13 minutes into my 10-minute stream.
Yes, I have a 1998 mint proof uncirculated. You're talking about the mint set? Because mint, or a proof set. Now, a 98 proof set, those are $4 all day. And they're very common. I mean, unless it's a silver set, then those are starting to hold a premium. It's because of their silver, and people are certain years are kind of a hot topic right now. So, but if it's just a regular clad nickel set, zinc set, then it's $4. Honestly, they'll probably give you like $1.50 to $2 for it, and turn around and sell it for $4. Yeah. Unfortunately, if that's what we're talking about, Mike.
Yeah, I think the older stuff holds a way better numismatic value than anything probably in the last 30 years.
Yeah, the only thing that's really holding value in the last 30 years is if it's numismatic is, again, your Kookaburras, your Pandas, your koalas, stuff like that. ASEs.
1 ounce government.
Yeah, or any of your anything slabbed, because then of course the grades will count towards the value of it as well.
Thanks, Henry. Yeah, it was supposed to be a test.
It was supposed to be a test, and I showed up, and when I show up, it's all about coins.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
That's why if you guys stop by tomorrow at 4 p.m. Pacific time, 5 Mountain time, I will be doing the history from 1792 to 2020. The first stream is going to be called History of the U.S. Silver Dollar. Actually, it's going to be the U.S. dollar because I'm going to be getting into the gold dollars too.
You know what? I might be able to catch some of that. I should be on lunch from 4:15 to 5:15.
If you can, I'll be live. If not, like I said, I want to keep them at an hour-long stream.
Yeah.
Kind of have it all planned out, so I will keep it at an hour long. So even if people, want to watch it after the stream's over, I'm not going to make it a long stream, so that way I try to keep everybody's attention on it. I was going to make these into videos, but then I'm just like, there's too much information I'm not going to be able to cover in 15 minutes.
Right.
And who's going to want to watch a 45-minute video? So if I just tell everybody it's going to be like an hour stream, maybe they'll,
Yeah. Thinking Henry here.
Yeah, I stopped playing poker. This would be the first time I ever mentioned this on anybody's coin channel, and it'd probably be the last. I stopped playing No Limit Texas Hold'em when I won a circuit event in 2016 at the Rio at the World Series of Poker.
Fucking nice. That sounds great.
Yeah, I used to run a bar poker league, and but yeah, I won a circuit event. It was just a small, like 3-4 table circuit event. I won. Okay, it's just clad, so you're about $4. Yeah, I won a few $1,000s, and I basically said that I'm ahead. I don't need to invest my time or energy in this because I didn't have the dream of paying the $10,000 and trying to be, get the bracelet and win the World Series champion and all that. So it's like, but it was pretty cool. So. I haven't played since. And again, right behind me, you see all those right behind me, all those buildings, those are casinos. It's not like I don't have pick of the litter to go over there and get a table.
Right.
I work at a casino, for crying out loud. I can stop in any time, get a rack of chips, and sit down. I don't want to because why? If I spend $100 for $1 chips, that's a rack of chips.
Mm-hmm.
Well, right behind me, to answer your question, that's Laughlin. I live in Arizona. So no, that's not Vegas. I'm in Laughlin. So, I am 96 miles away from Vegas.
Is it like Indian casinos?
Nope. It's Laughlin, Nevada. So it's all in Nevada casinos. There's Harrah's over there, Golden Nugget, Aquarius, Tropicana, Ramada.
Close to the border?
Yeah. I work over there. I work over there at the casinos. I work at Aquarius. I work at, get my finger pointed at the little. Okay, you see that kind of tallish building, the first one, you see the big high one where my finger's on? Mm-hmm. I work at the next one over where it looks like a smaller tower. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, I see it. Right on. Yeah, nobody's ruining anything, man. This was just me trying to figure out the stream. I'm glad the people that showed up. Glad my wife showed up, even at work.
Right.
Bye, Money showed up. Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, I could pick a table, but basically what I was getting to before we leave, I could take $100 and get a rack of chips, but I could also take that $100 and just go get 5 ounces of silver and put it away.
Right.
And I could possibly lose all those rack of chips. And when I come home, I've got nothing to show for it. At the end of the day, I still have 5 ounces of silver over here I can show for it.
Or 100 McChickens.
You and your McChickens.
Oh, there she is. My wife just came back. Yeah, we're shutting it down, love. He was explaining that he works over there in Nevada behind him.
Yep, right over there. And, the one that's, let me get my finger on it right there. That's the Tropicana.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. So,
all right. I'm going to shut her down, guys.
That's why I don't play anymore, but everybody have a good night. I'm going to... Yeah. It's 1 o'clock in the morning for me because I'm in mountain time, so I'm going to bed. But yeah, if you guys can make it tomorrow, please do. I'm going to start the history of all the coins that we all know and love, and that's going to start tomorrow at 5 o'clock my time. So
5 his time, 4 Pacific. So check him out, guys, and we're going to shut it down for the night. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Again, we are 2 hours and 19 minutes into my 10-minute stream. So everybody, thanks for joining, and we'll see you next time.
We're only 2 hours and 10 minutes over. It's fine.
Yeah, no, it's fine. All right, night.
Good night,
guys. Night, Kaylee. Night, Henry.